Welcome to Flexibility Fridays. My name is Matthew, and for the next few minutes, I shall be your instructor. As we go along, Flexibility Fridays is all about improving your range of motion, your flexibility, and your quality of life. So without further ado, let's get started. Today, we're kicking off our shoes. I'm going to hike up to Huck Finn mode for you. And today we're going to be working on a little bit more of ankle mobility and foot mobility. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is we're going to start preparing the ankles for movement. The more our ankles are feeling loose, it is amazing how much it affects the rest of the body. Now, if you have issues with your stride pattern, if you have plantar fasciitis, if you have a lot of foot problems where you're not feeling quite steady, or you might even have one foot that turns out or turns in, this will not be a cure-all. However, it will be a great first step in starting to develop the strength and mobility of the ankles in order to start addressing some of those issues. We're going to start working on the motion from side to side of our ankles. So you're going to stand in a parallel position. From that parallel position, we're going to lean to one side. Notice I'm bending that knee in order to create that lean. Now the outside edge of my foot is off the ground, and I'm on the outside edge over here. So inside and outside edge bear my weight. I'm going to come back to the center. As I come back to the center, I'm fully on both feet. And now I move to the other side. I'm coming back to center, and I move to the other side. So this is just going to be a gentle movement from side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep it up. 4. I'm just turning sideways so you can see what those feet are doing. We've got 3 more. We've got 2 more. And this is our last one. Now, from side to side, notice I didn't do anything extraordinary. I didn't try to bend my knee or my hips in order to accommodate that. All I was doing was getting the sensation. And once again, if you're wearing shoes, I would take them off just so you get the feeling of what it feels like to be on the edge of the foot, across the entire foot, or on the opposite edge of the foot. Now, we're going to do that same basic element of finding out where we are in our feet. This time we're going forward and backwards. As we do so, what I want you to do is concentrate on the top of your head and your upper body not going anywhere. We're going to flex the knees forward, and we're able to lift our heels off the ground. We're going to send our hips back, allowing us to wiggle the toes. So we're going to go to the toes, to the heels, to the toes, to the heels. I want you to feel all the way across all 5 toes and the heels as you go through. My feet are in parallel currently, and I'm just rocking. So we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So this gives us a great action now, just waking up the ankles. I love to do this before any type of class of exercise that I do, from yoga to a cardio dance class, anything. As a ballroom dancer, I use this a lot just to get my ankles ready in order to do what they need to do. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add a circle of the knees. So I'm going to bend to the one side. That was the outside edge. We're going to bring them forward for the flex and back around. So I'm going to go loop and loop. 2 more, loop. And now we're going to switch. We're going to go back the other way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, here's one of my favorites. I'm going to start with half and whole. Just so you can see it from the side, I'm going to go halfway up, all the way up, halfway and down, halfway and up, and halfway and down. I always get the question, what is halfway? You could test this out. Stand up onto your toes. That's the full way. Start coming down. You stop right in the middle. That's halfway. So as we go up and down, we're going to do this in parallel. I'm just lifting. Now, as I lift my chest forward so that I'm more over the balls of my feet, and then I come back, putting my weight on the heels. So halfway and rise, halfway and down, halfway, rise, halfway and down. I'm going to turn my feet out and do the same exact thing. I'm going to go halfway and rise, halfway and down. This is great for the calf muscles as well. One more. Now, you may find, as you just did that exercise, that one ankle and one calf are stronger than the other. That is perfectly normal. That's why we do these exercises, is to start to get that balance. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a toe, ball, heel. Toe, ball, heel. So I'm placing all 5 toes on the ground. I'm placing the ball of the foot, and I'm placing the whole foot down. And now it feels like I'm walking up almost an escalator that's going down. I'm never going quite up another step, but I'm alternating my knees, pressing away from the ground. Once again, this is going to activate more than the ankles, but it's delicious for the ankles because they start getting the blood flow. They start getting that flexion, the contraction. All right. Now that we've got them flowing a little bit more, I'm going to switch to the other camera. Now, you don't have to get on the ground for this. I just wanted to show it as a close-up. All we're going to be doing is we're going to be circling the foot from one side to the other side. Again, one side to the other side. We can switch up the feet. Same exact thing. One way, the other way. One way, and the other way. Now, this is the part that's very important. What we're going to do, you could do this in a chair, you could do this on the ground, you could do this while laying in bed. What we're going to do is we're going to take one foot. We're going to place the thumb right along the bottom of the foot. We're going to wrap the fingers over top of where the toes start meeting the foot. We're going to pull it into us and release. Now, never pull past the point of discomfort. Pull it in and release. Third time and release. Last time and release. Now I'm going to take my opposite hand. I'm going to put my fingers this time along the bottom of the foot, and I'm going to pull the toes up towards the shin. I'm just going to hold it there and release one more time. I'm going to pull it up and release. Let's do that on the other side. Once again, do this where it's comfortable. For my balance classes, we usually do this in a chair. I like doing it on the floor because I also get that hip stretch here. Once again, the thumb is going under the foot, wrapping the fingers around. We pull and release. We pull and release. Pull and release. Now we're going to switch it up. We're going to do the, let's see, we need to go this way. So you're going to see the thumb is on top of the foot, the fingers wrap around. We pull it up towards the shin, holding it, and release, and hold it, and release. Last but not least, I usually recommend that you hold on to an object like a chair. We're going to take one foot, we're going to put the top of the foot on the ground, and we're going to press the foot forward. Once again, I'm not trying to get into a position where I'm in pain. Instead, whenever I feel the discomfort, that's all the further I'm going to go. In fact, I'll back off just a little bit. I'm going to do it with the other foot. Standing up tall. This is where a chair right in front of you really helps. We're going to place the top of the foot on the ground, and we're going to press down towards the ground and down towards the ground. Once again, that point of discomfort is where we stop. Well, that's going to be a great way to warm up your feet. Thank you for joining me on a Flexibility Friday. Thank you again for watching. This has been Ames Active Aging, and have a wonderful day.